This is an area that has been a dumping ground for the rest of the city. There are homeless hostels. We've got the Bristol Drugs Project down here. We've got the Bristol Drug Advisory Service here where people come to collect their methadone. We've got mental health organisations just one road across. It's hardly surprising that this area is, you know, has an interesting culture. My name's Chris Chalkley. My official title, such as it is Chairman of the People's Republic of Stokes Croft. Over 4 years ago, it was quite clear that change was coming to this area. At that time, developers were carving up the area with scant regard to its historic antecedents, and it was looking as if this area was going to be sanitised and become something other than what it was. We started to joke that actually we could do with declaring an independent republic where we actually decide what goes on around here. The church, which is this building, are now looking to run a food hub that will engage the poor and the elderly in this building. So we've got this amazing thing where we have the evangelical church allowing their building to be painted by the street artists. You know, they are now beginning to be drawn into the communities. One of the ideas is to build, even in the little side roads, everywhere you look, you basically have an outdoor gallery. And to me, this is off the scale. You know, move over Jackson Pollock if you like, whatever. You know, it's a proper piece of work, and it's here, and it's in the street, and it's for everybody to see. What do you reckon to all the pieces of art down here then?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
Not too bad?
Yeah.
Do you reckon it changes the vibe of the area?
It does a little bit, yeah.
What we have had for the very longest time in this area is things have been dictated to from elsewhere. When you have an area that is so imbued with independence and has suffered privation for the longest time, and you have a large multinational company that is completely antithetical to the notion of conservation and the notion of what this area is about, there was obviously going to be frustration.
It's a nice area. Obviously all the riots and stuff that's going on is a bit crazy, but like a lot of different people from different places come here, which is good.
I only just moved to Bristol in January, and I wanted to be somewhere that things were going on basically, and it's really fun here. There's lots of creativity and it's a good, inspiring place to be.
I don't see a problem with what Stokes Croft are trying to do. I think if anything it does benefit, and it's actually changing the area to be a better place.
This is a corner site that was demolished I think in the 70s sometime. What happened was that the council wanted to generate some income, so they put an advertising hoarding there which currently generates about 12,000 a year for the council. After a long campaign, we have managed to get a scenario where that billboard will go, and there is going to be a vertical garden that runs up there. I like to think of it more as small society than big society, and I think what is actually happening here on the ground is that local people are increasingly asserting their right to have a say in how their area develops, and all the foment that we have had here is meaning that there is a real debate that has been initiated. The evolution of power to smaller and smaller groups is maybe something that will slow down this continual pressure for growth and change and brackets progress.
There is a problem around here with the People's Republic thinking that they represent the community, where I actually think most of them are quite detached from what it's like to live around here. Very few of them have lived here for a long time, or they come in and they get excitable about the street art.
I'm from the People's Republic of Stokes Croft up the top there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're talking about doing this Bristol Civic Society thing to sort of turn this place into a community action zone. So this area is locally known as the Bear Pit. Its official title is St James Barton Roundabout. It's renowned for being a hangout for street drinkers. That's the reason that we have such negative furniture in this area. We have single-seater benches because there was a fear that people might sleep on them overnight. If we can actually turn that area into something positive, and I mean we, several groups, including the civic society and ourselves, if we can weld together all sorts of disparate groups to produce something that's in the common interest, and show our governing body that we can actually do these things ourselves, then that's something that can be, that way of thinking and a way of acting on our environment can be, you know, spread out everywhere.
If you came down here about 8 years ago, it was pretty awful, to be honest. Where all the clubs are, all the hippies, all the crackheads, all the prostitutes, I don't know. It's now a lovely place to live. Everyone wants to live here.
The truth of the matter is that for all the little green shoots of change and alternative, the reality on the ground is that the corporate forces of the city are marching up the road from Cabot Circus at present, and Tesco is moving in and from the other direction, and it actually seems to me that we're fighting a rearguard action here.
Why don't you give in?
This is the best game in town. This is the most exciting thing. This, you know, it's real philosophy in action. It's you know, you're going to be taking me out in a box.